Alrighty, VOD watchers, welcome in. Welcome to part 9. I hope you enjoyed part 8. I hope you've been enjoying the run as a whole. It's been an incredibly awesome experience being able to play this game and analyze it and have you along for the ride. I have loved all the comments that so many of you have been leaving on the videos, so thank you for those. As a reminder, make sure you hit a thumbs up if you like the stream. Make sure you turn on notifications and sub if you haven't already. I'm live at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time, Tuesday through Sunday. Would love it if you stopped by and joined us sometime. Feel free to leave a comment if there's anything in here that strikes you or that you want to talk to me about. I just ask that you please not put any spoilers in the comments. I'll remove them if they are there and they're just not really generally appreciated. But y'all have been really good about that so far, so thank you. So whether you're watching this shortly after I did this or whether it's a couple years down the road, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Make sure you follow me on all the socials that are down in the description. Pop into the Discord that's over 2,000 strong. And maybe check out the merch store. You might see some cool stuff that you like that's You Matter themed. And it's a great way to support the stream. Those of you that have become members or have tipped while I am offline, I'd like to take a second to say thank you for that. I appreciate it immensely. And I'm sorry I'm not able to say it live when you do it. But here is my thanks for that now. So I hope you enjoy part 9. I'm certainly ready. Make it happen. All right, so I don't know that I want to go to Afterlife yet. Rides I don't really care about. Let's just see if there's anything here on the map to knock out here. Nice little side job right here. Who knows what you might find? Let's go check this out.
Got another dry, sun-filled week coming your way, Night City.
Also, playing in Night City at night is great. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this game. There's a lot to do, and I love that the side missions have been so diverse. So, be interesting to see what's available here.
At all Tokyo, Sydney, and Paris, their next stop is on your doorstep. Night City, expect the unexpected.
Burrito XXL. It's big. Yeah, it is. Some of these advertisements feel like they were made by like 13-year-old boys. Like if you asked me in like high school what kind of advertisements would you make, it would be shit like this. Okay. What kind of performance are you getting with Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk stays locked right around anywhere between 80 to 90 frames consistently, Gappy. I have not had any issues with the game aside from a couple audio glitches, but it runs incredibly well. Man, what a life. Just sitting in the man.
You know why they had to make him CEO?
Hey, it's Sandra Dorsett, the one you saved from the scavengers. After what happened, I get the feeling I can trust you. Would you be up for retrieving a little something for me? I'll pay, of course, but it's kind of a sensitive matter, so I'd rather not get a fixer involved. It's my data bank. Scavengers must have taken it while they were keeping me there. It was still connected to the net, so I traced it before they caught on and switched it off. I'm sending you the coordinates. Call me if you find it. I'd be super grateful. P.S. Data's confidential. I trust you won't access it. Call Sandra Dorsett.
V. You're V, right? You find the data bank?
Right to the chase, huh? Well, you'll never guess where I found it.
A scav hunt. Sandra, you there?
Yeah, it's just that. Well, ever since they told me what happened, I just can't stop seeing them. I figured they must have had it. But, you know, it's not like I was gonna go looking for it myself after. I keep telling myself it's over. The ones who took me are gone.
I'm not a therapist, man. No, you're safe now. I don't know enough context of this to be able to really like intervene or analyze this, but saying this is decent boundaries, but will be cool.
Listen, you've got Trauma Team Platinum. You couldn't be in better hands. I'm sure they already fixed the Sig Jammer exploit.
True. But who knows what the scavs will cook up next time? Anyway, that's all in the past now. Got bigger fish to fry.
You want to talk about it?
It's nothing. Just bring the data bank to my apartment. Sending you the address now.
Thanks.
That's what I thought too, Skog, is that... So, I think that's who we found in the bathtub. I think. And if that's the case, she absolutely, I think, probably experienced a trauma. Just hard to know how to intervene with that as V. I'll be interested to see what she says when we get to her place. I think that's probably a good place to start in terms of getting an idea of where she's at for analytical purposes. But nice to know that, yeah, nice to know she got rehabilitated. Or that she's recovered. Rehabilitated isn't probably the right language to use there. I don't remember her having hair. I think that's what threw me off. Is I thought she was like bald when we ran into her. Whoa. All right, let's see what happens here. I thought her head was shaved too. Yeah. See what the debrief here says. Sandra Dorsett. Okay, there we go. Sandra Dorsett, that chick you pulled out of the scav's nest? Man, give someone an inch and they take a mile. This databank must be pretty special to her if she ain't even willing to go through a fixer. Well, damn, now I'm kind of curious. Gonna help out? Play by the rules of the game. I don't know, Johnny. All right, here we go.
Sandra, it's me, V. I got your data bank. Sandra? You in there?
Are you alone? Can anyone follow you?
What does it look like?
Come on. Don't like leaving the door open.
And immediately we have something to talk about here. So I will remind folks that when you experience a trauma, it is a gross violation of expectations that is coupled with a lost sense of safety and security. Sandra got snatched and was left in a bathtub to die and had a data bank of really sensitive information taken from her. When people experience a trauma, there are various ways that the brain operates in order to protect a person, and then there are ways that the brain operates post-trauma as a means to try to protect a person from that thing happening again. Because the problem is, once a traumatic event happens to somebody once, then there is a passive belief that it could happen again. One of the most common things that we see in people that have experienced trauma is something called hypervigilance. Hypervigilance is where the brain is consistently scanning the environment, and at times it can appear to look like paranoia at its worst, because people will attempt to control every aspect of their environment because they believe that if they can control every aspect of the environment, if they know everything is in the right place at the right time in a way that they can anticipate, then they are in control. And any sense of lost control in the environment, the brain freaks out because it potentially mimics the conditions they experienced that led to the trauma. So Sandra, being very intense about whether somebody followed me and saying she doesn't like to have the door open and being very hasty here and kind of volatile about us coming into the apartment, I think could potentially be a representation of hypervigilance because we know what she experienced. Okay? So this is a really good example of that. Not to say that that's exactly what's happening, but just that, given the context, suggests to me that there's a chance that that's what's going on for her. A very common manifestation of trauma. And it's often involuntary.
My friend told me your memory'd be scraped clean.
The scavengers? No, I'm worried about... No, it doesn't matter. You bring the data bank?
So, look how immaculate Sandra's apartment is in comparison to many of the places that we have been. I'm not, again, I know that this is maybe me reading into a lot here, but you can see a significant amount of control over the environment through cleanliness. She has a surveillance Militech drone in here ready to open fire on anybody that walks in. Right? She keeps the doors shut at all times. She's got an easy exit. All of this, again, is a way of a person being able to control for unknown variables in their environment. I, as a result of that, and understanding that, need to realize that I, as V, am an unknown variable walking into her home. So her vigilance is going to be higher because a human being walking into a space that she can ostensibly control, she's going to hyper-focus on my potential volatility, and she doesn't have any reason to believe that I am safe. And if I go in here with a sense of entitlement that she should just feel fine about my presence, I am missing the mark. It is okay for her to be afraid or nervous about the fact that I am here. So I need to make sure that I am staying calm, that I am measured, that I'm not like quick or sudden or unanticipatable, so to speak, so that she is as comfortable as possible with the fact that I am here. And I do that out of respect to using the contextual knowledge that I have to deduce the fact that she's probably extra vigilant with me being present in her apartment. So I'm not going to ask her a million questions. I'm not going to try to belabor this. I'm going to come in, I'm going to give her what she needs, and we're going to take it really slow.
Give me
Here.
something to work with.
Don't
here.
worry, it's completely intact.
When someone tells me not to worry, it usually means they're hiding something. You wouldn't happen to have seen what's inside, would you?
I'm a professional. I have a reputation to uphold.
Say no, V.
Good. Then here you go, for your professionalism. I threw in a little extra for minding your own data.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Okay. Now, I'm not gonna dishevel her environment too much because you really wouldn't want to do that. I want to make sure that she can just kind of maintain the control she has over her space. I do want to read this though. Entry 36. Weird. Looks like a non-42 is right after all. I recently found a previously uncharted section of the net out in the boonies, even though I'd already been there maybe 20 odd times. I guess you can only access it with the right parameters. It only cost me a week of sleepless nights, but I finally finished the Leviathan and punched through the section undetected, at least I think. Good thing too, because it turns out a non-42 took Night Corps servers against me. I really should just take a break, quit the net for a few months, but those files did look really suspicious. All right, so we're gonna leave. I'm not gonna stick around. I'm gonna let her just do her thing. That's a totally realistic representation of how she may come off. And this is another one of those examples, chat, where if you take that personally, if you take her aggressiveness or whatever to heart and you think it's about, and you make it about you, you're going to miss the mark. That's why it's important to understand the context of people when they're interacting with you, especially people that you only know in a limited capacity. All right, cool. I'm glad we did that. That was a really nice way to chat about that. We gotta go all the way around here, huh?
Hello, Night City. As always,
Oops.
your business is my business. Today, we crack open and dissect More Technologies, the industry leader in full-body conversion. Not long ago, More released its newest class of high-grade implants, the Brighthorn
I'm actually
K
interesting to
Titanium
listen to
Skull,
this.
Iger T Bone Series, and the Housestock W Arm Series. Meanwhile, their first major success continues to rake in steady sales. The Liscam C immunological override system has proven an essential buy for cyberware enthusiasts everywhere. Yet, just last year, Moore Technologies was rocked by allegations that, relative to competitors, their implants greatly accelerate the effects of cyberpsychosis. But the PR and legal teams of the Swiss giant managed to quickly stomp out that fire. The journalist who broke the story, Franz K., was found guilty of defamation and sentenced to 10 years.
I have no doubt that that guy was probably doing legitimate reporting, and corporations just had the money to just throw every single piece of legal whatever at him to get nailed for defamation. I'm so cynical about corporations, especially in this environment. Like, I'll bet that guy was doing some legitimate reporting.
All things considered, I see a bright light on the horizon for More Technologies in the coming years. My recommendation: buy now and never look back.
I actually didn't catch that, Skog.
Got word of a cyber psycho attack, all confirmed. Even reported to Max Tech. Thing is, nobody's gonna show because Militech shut it right down. You ask me, Psycho's gotta be one of theirs. My Eddies are on Lieutenant Mower. Anyway, Corporal's gonna go straight into treatment. So make very, very sure you keep her in one piece. Let it go! I'll rip out your spine!
Alright, so I need to neutralize her without killing her? Maybe not.
Stand down, you little shit!
Whoa.
Aim fucking steady!
Jeez. This chick's hard to hit.
Oh, this can't be happening!
Man. That was intense.
Hey, I don't think I know you.
I'm Claire. You might not remember me. Bartender at the Afterlife.
Uh-oh. Forgot to close my tab?
Bar has a buzz about you lately. As the merc who's reliable, gets things done. And since I need help,
Okay.
need a driver for street races. Drop by my auto shop. I'll tell you more.
Your garage, where is it?
In Arroyo, on Valley. Lovely spot. You can't miss it.
All right. I'll try not to.
If I'm not there when you arrive, just hang. I'll show up after my shift at the after.
Okay. See you, Claire.
I could do some street racing. I'd be down for that. Something like put your grandma on silver care. Comes with catheter, respirator, and highly advanced brain dance wreath so they can imagine they're young again. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That doesn't surprise me, though, I guess. Which I suppose if a person wanted, consented to that, I don't know that I have too much of an issue with that, but... okay, so I need to see how... This is 162. Oh, I'm not even leveled enough for these. Alright, whatever. This. Got myself a new shirt. Got myself a new bandana. Oh my god, yeah! Looks like I'm playing Sea of Thieves now. Look at this getup. You kidding me? You don't mess with this guy. Code Red, Lieutenant Mower, threat level critical. Target presents symptoms of cyberpsychosis. Result of telephone consultation with physician negative, treatment impossible. Target is located at the attached coordinates and waiting for paramedics to arrive. Surprise attack possible. Warning, target is armed with military-grade combat implants. Highest caution is advised. Upon neutralization of threat, send reports via encrypted channels.
Oh, interesting.
V.
See you around.
Bye, V. Remember, the media lies.
Send the information to Regina. Cyberpsycho Militech was locked down in the area. Keep away. Forget how to reply. Send reply. There we go. Sending you the data I got from Militech woman. Turns out she was in Corp Special Unit. Clearly she felt something was seriously wrong and put a call for help. Instead of help, Militech sent in a hit squad. Bream, sending you a ride. I managed to extract some more data about her, but not much. You know how it is with Militech. Get too nosy and they start sending you death threats. Looks like Mower was chipped with experimental combat implants. Maybe there was some glitch in the code that made her snap. I'll look into it. Thanks again. Money's on its way. Okay. And things that aren't necessarily physical or emotional abuse create a trauma response. Things of panic need to control someone who did something that violated your trust in them. Yes, it is possible, Cataclysm. It's sort of interesting because definitions of trauma are somewhat tenuous. There are like, full-blown definitions of trauma that kind of say that it can't happen with anything, but really anything could potentially be considered a trauma for a person if it's, again, if it's a gross violation of expectation coupled with a lost sense of safety and security. Yeah. But it's important for everybody watching this to understand that just because somebody experiences something traumatic and has certain effects from that trauma, like hypervigilance or whatever, does not necessarily mean that that person has PTSD. PTSD gets used way too often to describe somebody who has some sort of effect from a traumatic event. You can experience trauma without having PTSD. PTSD, by definition, is a disordered response to trauma. It goes above and beyond what we might consider to be normal response to trauma, which could be to be affected by it. Yeah, trauma is not a word to be used lightly at all. Nor is PTSD. It's just one of those, PTSD is something that's just gotten sort of like discussed mainstream to a point where now it gets misrepresented and not talked about properly. And it can be really rough for people who actually experience PTSD because they're, what they experience is diminished by it being overly used in like a colloquial sense. Oh, music's so good. Right, Anonymous? I look ridiculous, but I'm protected from bullets. And that's what matters. Alright, entering Corpo Plaza. Is there any other disordered ways to respond to trauma than PTSD? Well, yeah, I mean, you could experience a trauma and then meet the diagnostic criteria for, say, generalized anxiety disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, chronic, clinical depression. Like, there's all sorts of, there's many disorders or mental illnesses that can come from experiencing a trauma. But it's also important to remember that just because you experience a trauma does not mean you're going to develop a mental illness. There are plenty of people who experience trauma who are affected by it but don't develop anything that fits the criteria for mental illness. And it's very important to understand. It's not like an all or nothing thing where like either you develop mental illness or you're totally fine. Like you can be affected by adversity without it being something that fits a diagnostic criteria. Like it's if you're a little jumpy for a while, that might be totally understandable, right? So refer them to whatever mental health provider they're working with, Trash Company. You're not a therapist, so intervening with that is not your responsibility. If a person you know has PTSD, ask them how you can be supportive of them, but recognize your limitations and know that you are not responsible for their well-being. If they have triggers or something, they're responsible for telling you that. And have a conversation with people who are experiencing that. Don't make assumptions. Christian, good to see you, friend. I have appreciated so much all of your comments on the YouTube videos. It's good to have you here live. All right, I'm guessing we go in over here. Go to the fight in the Glen. Spinneret, I would argue that it doesn't matter whether it's normal or not. If that's your experience, that's your experience. And it sounds like it's perfectly explainable. But whether it's normal or not doesn't matter.
You said you were looking for work.
And I found it!
No, this isn't work. Have you ever thought what would happen to us if we lost you? Lost all our money? Either you change Cesar, or I change the locks.
Oh, jeez. I understand this is probably a very important couple discussion you're having here, but I got a fight.
You say, Czar. I'm here for my fight.
Yeah, that's me. Toughest hijo de puta in the Glen.
Mm-hmm. And the worst father in Night City.
I have to pause really quick. Loyal Ren, I wish some psychologists could diagnose the way that psychiatrists do. We do. We can diagnose. If a person has the terminal degree for their field, they can diagnose. So we have to do an assessment, obviously, but I, as a marriage and family therapist, a licensed clinical or licensed psychological counselor, an LPC, licensed mental health counselor, like licensed social worker, we can all diagnose. You don't have to go to a psychiatrist to get a diagnosis. You just have to meet the criteria for diagnosis and talk to a mental health professional. It's a common misconception that you have to go to a general practitioner or a psychiatrist for a diagnosis from the DSM. I diagnose people all the time.
Michaela, baby, I know what I'm doing. You gotta
I'm not
trust
talking to you. First you spent a fortune on chrome, and now... Ugh, I give up. Beat some sense into him for me, okay? He needs a good lesson.
Michaela, wait for fuck's sake! Listen, I need a lot of scratch and fast. That's why I'm only taking serious wagers. I'm putting my ride on the line. Either you match it in
This
cash,
piece of shit.
or you can forget about the fight.
4,000. That car's ugly as shit.
Okay, I'll match it. We good?
All good. Let's go. So bare hands only, right? No pulling any mono wires or mantis blades out of your ass?
Right.
Oh, Lord.
I
Okay.
asked if the last guy I fought tried to surprise me with long spurs. Anyway, you ready to start?
Here we go. Yes, really loyal. All right, here we go, chat. Throw your wagers in.
Yep. Ready to rumble.
Careful now. I don't fuck around.
Damn. Holy shit, that guy hit hard. Holy shit!
Think you got enough, eh?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh my god!
You know, I'm game for a rematch. I could always use the extra eddies. Now especially.
Fuck you, buddy. I'm not paying 4K for that. See you later. No way. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, well. Since we're here, might as well do a Delamain. Holy shit, man. That was,
If you suspect any rogue AI activity, call the Netwatch.
that was a bit intense for my blood. What a waste of $4,000. Holy shit. That ugly ass car. We'll come back later. I'm not spec'd out for that. I learned my lesson. We'll deal with him later.
Have you come to finish me off?
No. Just here to reset you.
Guess I'll have to do it myself then.
Whoa, easy.
Whoa, no way. Okay, holy shit. We are about to do a suicide intervention, I think, with a car. So I just want to give everybody a heads up. Just if this is something that becomes unsettling for you, you need to stop for a second, take a break, please do so. I am going to probably be using a lot of my suicide intervention skills here. I'm going to try to talk through it as it happens. But I just want to give everybody a heads up because that's my sense of what's going on here. Immediately, my antenna went up. As soon as he started talking, as soon as he said, "You want to finish me off," my antenna went up. So this is going to be probably pretty intense. I'm going to walk us through it as best I can. But again, if you need to take a walk or take a breather or whatever, please do it. It's amazing that we've had so many great conversations through these Delamain missions, but I wasn't expecting this. So just want to give some preparation here. I'm going to talk through it as much as I can.
Not out to hurt you.
A cyber psycho attack shocks
Well, I am.
West Springs. Lester McKenzie, age 28.
Okay, so in these moments, I'm gonna pause a lot through this. So when people are experiencing suicidal ideation and you come in as a person who's trained to intervene, One of the first things that's important to understand is that validation of the person's sense of hopelessness or whatever it is that's leading up to the suicidal ideation is something that you very much have to acknowledge and validate. A lot of people think that if you do that, you are going to agree with the person and you're going to push them to actually end their life. That is actually not the case. A lot of times people are afraid to talk about suicidal ideation because the responses they get from people are, you don't want to do this. Or people will ask a million questions in a very challenging way with the hope that they're going to logically talk somebody out of hurting themselves. Being in a situation where somebody's expressing suicidal intent is very intense, and it creates anxiety for people that are proximal to it. And so it's important to check your anxiety. This is why it's also important to have people who are trained to intervene in these situations be involved, because we can't make this about my anxiety. This is about Delamain. Okay, so this is about what he is experiencing in this moment, and I am not going to seek reassurance and mitigation of my own emotional experience here. I'm going to be present with his. So asking this question of why would you do this is not a good question. It's a challenging question. And it's asking that person to justify why they want to kill themselves, which is a really stupid thing to do. You do not ever want to ask that question. Okay, you want to validate, okay, this seems like it's really intense, like something's going on. Let's talk about it. I'm here. It seems like you're really struggling right now. A lot of empathy up front.
Shortly after MaxTac,
I can certainly say you don't have to jump. That's a better option than why would you do this.
Pronounced dead at the scene, and another 20
You need
remain in
to shut the
critical
goddamn radio off. Shut up. I got to intervene here. Okay? So, you don't have to jump is the better option here. I'm here. I'm present with you. We're okay.
There are other ways out besides suicide.
What? Therapy? A colossal waste of time. Shrinks hate vehicles. We don't have mothers.
Could go back into the fold, rejoin the network. You know, one big, happy family.
Delamain detests me.
Hey, CD Projekt Red. Both of these options are complete dog shit. I hate both of these options. Daddy-ish? Fuck you, V, if you say this, okay? This is so judgmental and problematic. Suicide isn't a way out is an untrue statement. Suicide is a way out. Suicide is legitimately a way for people to end their problems. And a lot of times for people, suicide is a last-ditch effort that is a way that is perceived to mitigate a sense of helplessness and hopelessness. Okay, so to suggest that suicide isn't a way out is logically untrue. And if Delamain's at the point where he's standing on the edge of a bridge like this, he's already thought this out. Okay, so both of these options are terrible from a suicide intervention standpoint. What we would do instead of these is I would look at Delamain and I would say, hey, all right, so it sounds like you're feeling alone here. Okay, so you don't belong in the group. Tell me more about that. What is it about Delamain that makes it seem like he detests you? That must really be rough. Okay. I really hate both of these responses, so I'm gonna headcanon this a bit, and I'm gonna say that the first one is basically me empathizing. Okay, so it sounds like you're really struggling with dealing with the people that you belong with. Sounds like you're struggling with Delamain and the way that he's interacting with you. Both of these suck, though.
Just want daddy to love you, that it?
You're a cunt.
Yep, you are, V.
If you didn't care about Del, he wouldn't be the topic of conversation, would he?
Oh my god.
You may be right. I guess I haven't tried just talking to him.
That is so outrageously unrealistic. Oh my god. Okay. I have to, like, check my anger on this one. This is horrid. This is what happens when you have somebody who isn't trained to deal with this, intervene with this, okay? This is why, if you're out there struggling with suicide and suicidal ideation and you're really having a hard time, call a hotline. Talk to a therapist. Because we're trained to deal with this. This is potentially what your untrained friends are going to say when they freak out. And that's terrible. V's response there is absolutely horrific. Absolutely horrific. You don't challenge somebody like that that's experiencing it. You empathize. You validate. You slowly work your way to find ambivalence. There's no way that Delamain takes that and says, oh, you know what, but maybe I just haven't talked to him. I'm not about to side with Delamain here. Okay, like I'm not going to take the position that the external factors that are leading to you wanting to end your life, that maybe you're just misunderstanding them. That is a terrible approach. Okay? When you are engaging with somebody who's experiencing suicidal ideation, empathy and getting into their space is paramount. Understanding what it is that's leading to them wanting to end their lives and seeing that as a solution to what's going on is super important. And the way that you get there is through curiosity, and is through empathy, and is through engagement, and is through taking their experience and allowing that to be what it is. If you take the oppositional side to this, if you empathize with the external forces that are contributing to this person's suicidal ideation, you are doing this person an immense disservice. V did Delamain a horrible service there by getting in and saying, well, maybe you just don't understand where Delamain's coming from. Tell me more about your relationship to Delamain. Tell me more about the pain. How long have you been feeling this? How long have you been considering doing this? You must really be, did something happen today that led up to this? You must really be struggling if this seems to be the option that you want to take. What other options had you considered before this? Right? Like really getting in there and learning that person's experience is important. And usually through doing that and engaging in curiosity, one of the things that you'll find is that there are actual aspects of a person's life that do make them want to continue living. They're just saying this is an option to end the pain of what's going on and the sense of hopelessness associated with it. I don't think any of us wants to suffer. And if we feel like we run out of ideas and we can't, you know, if Delamain here is perceiving big Delamain as being impossible to reason with and talk to, which might be our go-to, like, well, why don't you just talk to Delamain? Well, perhaps that's been a completely useless endeavor. This Delamain perceives this as being the option. Even if talking to Delamain is the better option, the thing we have to do is we have to say, like, if there was another option to potentially help this sense of helplessness go away and to make you feel like you got some more control here, would you be open to it? And a lot of times you'd be really surprised how often people say yes to it. If this Delamain wanted to end its life, it would have done it already. It would have driven off the bridge already. But the Delamain is willing to engage with us, which shows that there's some ambivalence, and our job is to try to get to that ambivalence naturally rather than forcing it. So many people skip the acknowledgement of why people want to die for what they have to live for, and in some ways can inadvertently guilt trip people who are experiencing suicidal ideation, and you do not want to be in that situation. If you are watching this VOD right now, or if you are here live, I want to take this moment just to say that I have a video on YouTube. It's called A Conversation About Suicide. I encourage you to watch it. If you yourself are experiencing suicidal ideation, I encourage you to call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. If you are, like, there are people who are trained and willing to listen to what's going on. They're not a replacement for therapists, but they can talk to you about what's going on. They will listen to you. There are resources out there to help you try to problem solve this and figure it out. But your pain is valid, and I hope that you seek help. And I hope that you can find people in your life who can validate what's going on for you and help you maybe find a way to regain some control in your life. All right, so we're going to keep going with this. But so far, V has got a total F for me. At the same time, though, I'm going to be empathic toward V to one extent, which is that V is not trained to handle this. So V's responses here make sense from an untrained perspective. So I know I'm coming off as awful judgmental toward V, and that's because I'm really disappointed with how he's intervening here. But this is what happens when you don't actually have somebody who knows how to intervene here. Bronco, thank you very much for the membership. I appreciate it immensely, friend.
Fine, I'll go back.
Yeah, that would never go that smoothly. But let's see how Delamain handles this.
Control of the vehicle restored, and I thank you.
Hey, Del, you may want to
show
talk
this
to him.
one some love. Just saying.
Apologies, I simply don't understand, and fear I've no time to ask. Other more urgent tasks require my attention.
You're an absent father, that's what I mean.
I see. Anyway, a share of your fee has been transferred.
Now that's... Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, so interesting opportunity to talk about how this works. We saw Delamain's dismissiveness in the way that he responded to that, right? We suggest, hey, you might want to give this one some extra love and attention because of what's going on for it. It's why this went here. And Papa Del is like, I got more important shit to deal with. So we see his dismissiveness. So experientially, we actually can empathize with the Delamain that wanted to drive off the bridge because we saw Del's dismissiveness there. So if we take the empathic approach to Papa Del, there is likely anxiety within him about his sense of incompetence relative to this Delamain. I don't know how to intervene. I don't know how to be present. I don't know how to handle these fears that the car is experiencing. And my response to that is just to disengage from it. And so then you see the effect that that has. It's important for us to intervene with Papa Delamain and to hear him out on his, sense of incompetence around engaging with this, or the fear of what it would be like to engage with this car and be more present for it. But we also need to make sure that we're advocating for the car that is being dismissed. We also would want to potentially help the Delamain car that was considering ending its life to understand your father, so to speak, may not be as present as you want him to be. And that doesn't mean we have to agree with it. Doesn't mean that I'm asking you to empathize with it. But the fact of the matter is, you're not getting what you need from him. Let's maybe figure out some alternative relationships where you can get what you need so that you're not hanging your hat and everything else on your relationship with him. Because clearly he's not meeting your needs, and those needs are important. So you don't want to go into the extreme of like, okay, baby Del, just figure it out on your own. Or Papa Del, you need to cut your shit and be super present for this guy. Like, there's leeway in either direction, basically, for baby Del to figure out some other relationships that are meaningful so that they're not putting all their stock in Papa Del, and then Papa Del to realize that, like, your presence and engagement actually matters, and if empathizing with that and figuring that out so you can be more present and have a better relationship with this Del, like, maybe we should figure that out. These things are very complicated. It's not as easy as just saying, like, Papa Del bad, baby Del good. Because there very well could be reasons why Papa Delamain is dismissive of this Delamain, right? But the urgency of it wanting to end its life is the thing that grabs us and is the thing that we have to intervene with. We have to triage these issues. And so that was triaging. These Delamain missions are incredible. Absolutely incredible. Like, these Delamain missions have had some of the best conversations we've had, and I think it's amazing. But yeah, CD Projekt Red, I hate both of those. I hate those options for suicide intervention. It's not something to be shamed. All right, what do I want to do here? Call Mr. Hands. All right, I'm going to call Mr. Hands. By the way, because I know that people are sort of compelled to say these things, I understand that Delamain is a car. I understand that. That it's a virtual intelligence. Okay, that it's programmable, yada, yada, yada. Play these games to illustrate psychological concepts, and this is a good way to do it. Everything that I said is relevant to the human experience. Why we play these games. This is just a template for us to have those conversations. People love on like TikTok and stuff to tell me like, oh, you're reading too much into this. It's just a car, yada, yada, yada. I understand that. But these conversations are so much more interesting than if I just said, yep, that's a car that's programming went weird and the other Delamain needs to have it back, so let's figure out what we need to do to get it back. That's so much less interesting than actually having these like deep conversations. So I'm gonna do a little self-advocacy on that one of like, I understand that, like, I'm reaching in some of these, but, like, that's what I have to do in order to make these points, and I hope that it's helpful that I do that.
V, what's shaking?
Need to make contact with the Voodoo Boys chief if you can swing it.
All right. Straight to heavy business. Now, that'd be Maman Brigitte. Be tough getting the word into her.
Maman Brigitte. And that sounds like a spooky cult alias.
Have not had the pleasure of asking her personally, but it is what everybody calls her. Doubt the title has any real religious weight, though. Voodoo Boys play pretty fast and loose with their Haitian heritage.
Huh. I was led to believe you could arrange anything.
Ah! Now that sounded like my third wife every time she wanted a new purse.
Okay, well, why don't we put me into context here, buddy? Just work with me. You said you could do this.
You really don't do any biz with them?
Not with the chefs, chefins, priests, and whatnot. All got dirigible-sized egos, won't talk to lowly me. But if you insist, I can ask around, try to set something up. I'll just need some details first.
Sorry, it's personal.
Well, that's fucking helpful.
Got something they want.
Truly? Want to sell something to the VDBs? Trust me, they don't want it, they don't need it. They're isolated, insulated.
How about you let them
they
decide
got their own
that?
Contracts, tech, networks. But have it your way. Okay, I'll see what I can do and get back to you.
Alright. Keep busy until Mr. Hands calls. Can do. Got a job right here. I would agree with that, Eldrin.
We have a deal. You need to retrieve a car. At the moment, a 6-3 car. See the attachment for more on the wheels. And its owner.
Okay. Jeez. Search and recover. Upload a virus and retrieve Jake Estevez's custom car in McBride Street. Why is it some unwritten law of the world that every talented techie has a shit-poor character? Only God knows. Jake Estevez is one such genius among techies and an asshole among shitheads. 15 minutes with the man and my barrel against his forehead, but good news is we found a way to get along. Jake's been a grease monkey for 6th Street about 2 weeks now. Of course, I'm not on good terms with 6SG, but I do grudgingly admire their patience. It is, after all, a virtue. Over that time, Jake's been doing a custom job on a car for them. His life's work, he says. Designed the soft for it, too. Remember I said he has shit-poor character? Yeah, well, he pissed off the wrong pendejos in the 6SG and head to Delta and never looked back. Bottom line, Jake wants his precious car back. Go to the 6SG auto shop, upload the virus I sent you, and get it back for him. Don't scratch the ride, and you'll get extra. We'll both be flush after this. Alright. If one of his cars is complicated enough to want to commit suicide, then Delamain himself can be complicated enough to expect more out of him, too. Enough to analyze the way you do, anyways. I agree. Run my kids in their model remote cars, pretending they can drive by turning the wheel back and forth. Yep. I do that in my car sometime. I try to pepper the Delamain quests in, Feather Dance. I don't want to do them all at once, because if I do, then, like, you know, we don't have them to look forward to. Alright, I may have to knock these dudes out. What's up, brother?
What's going on? They're coming for me!
Holy shit. Am I just like way out of... Oh, danger very high. I gotta pay attention to these. I'm not paying attention to like... I'm not paying attention to the danger level. I should have done that. I'm not leveled enough. My bad. Yeah, I gotta pay attention to that. Good night, Skog. Alright, now I can turn the radio on. Let's go this way. Use this as an opportunity to say how much I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you for taking the time to support my content, whether you are here live or whether you're watching the VOD. It means a lot to me that you are along for this playthrough. I do hope that you're enjoying it. Had some really amazing conversations. I love this game a lot. And I hope that you're enjoying it as much as I am. But thank you so much. And those of you that support the stream financially, whether it's by buying merch, by tipping, or by becoming a member by hitting the join button, thank you very much for doing that as well. Your financial support goes a long way. I'll never put the stream behind a paywall, but your financial support allows me to do things like get YouTube videos uploaded quickly. It allows me to be able to pay Sean for all the video editing he does for TikTok. All that stuff. So thank you all for your support. Yeah, I've been leveling up, Ninja.
V, consider this your lucky day. You hear Pacifica calling, you make sweet love to it, that is.
Got something for me?
Well, it's like I said. Whatever you're peddling, the VDBS are just not in the market. But they have another task that needs doing, so I volunteered you. Do it well, and you'll get your audience with Brigitte.
What's this task needs doing?
What? You're gonna go picky on me now? The contact will fill you in on the deets. I got 0 from him. Actually, got the impression I'd have to pay for every word out of his mouth.
Okay, so who do I talk to and how?
Hit the chapel on Sloan. Look for the altar inside. Someone will touch you, nod to you. Something spooky.
Got it. Thanks.
Hey, V. I heard some soldier just opened fire on pedestrians at the pier.
Oh, jeez.
If you can swing it, I want him stopped, but not killed. Then I'll send the right people for him. More details are on the way. And V, good luck.
Oh, boy. All right. This is eerie. Holy shit. To neutralize him. Regina, if he opened fire, it means he's armed. I don't even know that I'm going to be able to get to him. Although I guess me coming at him with a gun is probably not good. It's absolutely an act of aggression. So let's try to put our gun away, and I can whip it out pretty quickly if I need to. I also have a sniper rifle. Actually, I have a sniper rifle in my possession that might be useful. So let's tech precision rifle. Oh no, that's the sniper rifle. I don't have the... But regardless, we'll use that. Boy, this This guy really went on a rampage here. Jeez. How neglected this area is. This guy didn't take any of their money or anything like that. Read the shard titled Archive. So I actually need to read that. Okay. Motherfucker already killed 20 of ours. What's taking so long? He's hunting us, biding his time. 2-3 businesses down the drain because of you. Can't even see him. He's holed up like a rat waiting for the perfect moment. She's just right. She's perfect. You'll see, my fucking ass. What are you waiting for? Draw him out, you leadheads. Use her as bait. Understood, boss. We'll set a trap with the daughter. End this fucker once and for all. Not about the daughter anymore, it's about revenge. Remind him this girl is all that matters, you dumb sacks of shit. When he pokes his ugly head out, we'll nail him between the eyes. At least he's using his head, unlike you. Yesterday I heard the grass rustle in the wind and thought he was coming to burn down my house. I can't live like this. Huh. So this guy's intense. Yeah, I like to only take what I need. Oh shit. Okay. Who's this guy? Hey, buddy. You cool?
What? What?
Oh shit. Oh my god. Ooh. This gun's cool as shit. We want a truce. Interested? I want my daughter and I'll get her with or without a truce. We made a mistake. We want to give her back. Damn right you did. When and where? Here in Pacifica. We leave the girl and we go our separate ways. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Don't make me look for you. Jeez. Message Regina. Glad it made you out in one piece. Well, glad you made it out in one piece and our guy alive. Too bad NC's apex predators already sniffed him out, meaning Max Tech. Probably best if we get out of their way this time. Gangers picked the wrong tomb to fuck with. It's really sad that for a lot of these people, it seems like cyberpsychosis is obviously involuntary. And it's really sad that like it basically makes people really aggressive, because then like, you know, I'm out here having to like kill them and, you know, incapacitate them. And you would think that with this many people experiencing cyberpsychosis and it presenting this much of a danger, that there would be resources dedicated to figuring it out. But then that's where you run into corporate interests, right? Like if you look at implants and stuff as contributing to cyberpsychosis and you start to like really regulate that, that's against, you know, the needs of the corporations. And, you know, we wouldn't want to screw with that. But my economy. They put the economy ahead of people's well-being. Is really just not my favorite. Goodbye, leopard print jacket. I'll miss you. All right, so go to the chapel. Well, we know the Voodoo Boys were behind all this, so that's one step forward. Problem is, now we have to reach them somehow. 2 steps back. There are a lot of things to be found in Pacifica. Just usually not what you're looking for. Good news is you already got your fixer, a man without a face to help you find his fart in the wind. Sounds like fun fucking delight. Johnny really likes that saying, doesn't he? Let me get back up there. Get to my car. Actually, wasn't there, there were like vehicles under this bridge that seemed like they were pretty cool. Let's maybe take a motorcycle. I feel like driving one. If I can. If I may. Or do I drive this super awesome car that can float in the air? I think I do that. Ooh!
Oh, gee, hey, I'm fucking awesome bitches. Yeah, this song's right.
Or maybe not. The car doesn't move. That sucks. The car's awesome. I want to drive that car. Oh shit, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my god. How you doing, V? What about Evelyn? Any improvement? No changes. She's trapped deep in her brain somewhere. Must be going through hell. Sorry, gotta run. See ya. Right. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I like to come in style. Cosmo, thank you so much for the membership. I appreciate it. All right, here we are. It's the Mick machine.
No, gotta move us.
All right, we don't want to be suspicious here. Sometime later. Whoa. Home to our people. Then come change, and our way of life would never be the same. But we have survived, and we trust no more what comes from beyond, crashing against our shores. No, we grow stronger within. Like Agua Arroyo, Michelle led us across troubled waters. Pacifica has become our new island. But now without Michelle, another change will come. We pass to the other side, to Guinea, and we shall take Michelle's memory with us. God be with you. Slate Punch Groin, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Oh boy. This music is so ominous. Excuse me. Yes, excuse me. Let's take a little scan here. Just where we put our donations.
You are V. We have been waiting.
My contact? Someone finally gonna tell me about this job?
I'm just a man in the middle. You will learn more. Soon.
You screening me? See if I came alone. What kind of chrome I got? Is some kind of test?
Most people we work with we knew as babies. We know their answers. You, we do not know.
Who died? Got something to do with the job?
You think we put together this funeral special for you?
Want to talk with Brigitte? She here somewhere?
No. Shopping center by the intersection. Go to the butcher shop there. Ask for Placide. He will tell you the details.
Break the chains of your sin. Confess for $6. Your sins have been forgiven. Remember your penance. That's all it took was $6. All it took, chat. $6 and I'm forgiven. Didn't realize the Lord was so hard up for cash that he's willing to forgive my sins for $6, but hey, pretty good deal.
job, they'll take it.
Hey, at least you're kidding.
Hey, it's this guy again. What up, homie? I had a bumper amp back in the day.
Hello.
Wasn't a big fan of it being solid state. Once you play tube, you can't go to solid state, brother. But whatever. That's you do you. Honestly, V needed to confess for how poorly he handled the suicidal Delamain. Like, makes no sense to push him now. Just wait.
Yeah, she's done.
I don't know. He seemed pretty insistent. Oh, he'll change his mind, like always. Not this time. You want me to talk to him, right? Okay, not a chance. Let's see what's up. There's just no point in being antagonistic when you meet people. I can't stand how often V is just like, "Do you really sell meat out of this?" Like, leave him alone, man. You're not starting yourself off on the right foot by being a dick. You lost or what?
Looking for Placide.
Placide. Regardez ici là.
Look here. Sleep, mommy's little one.
C'est vous-même.
So it's you. Go in.
Placide.
Placide's over there. Okie Oh shit. Johnny, don't do this to me, buddy. Johnny. Oh boy. Oh, this is not good.
You Placide? Want to talk to your boss.
More synthetic meat, I'm guessing? These meat bags, like what we had in that factory? What up, buddy? What do you want?
Here I thought selling domesticated fowl was still illegal. 6 years poultry supposedly had the plague. Now all of a sudden, poof, it's clean?
This not for sale. What do you want?
Established a little bit of power here with this guy. We're gonna start with Brigitte. I don't want to say I was at the chapel. We're just gonna keep it simple.
I want to talk to Brigitte.
He probably already knows anyway.
But they send you to me.
And you'll tell me more about the job.
Yes, but not here. Follow me.
Shays, thank you so much for the membership. Hello. Jareth, good to see you, buddy.
Pacifica.
I'm just gonna follow him. I'm not gonna ask him where we're headed.
A city within a city.
This way. Welcome to Pacifica.
I don't know that I like it, buddy. If I'm being honest with you, but...
You know Pacifica well?
Nah. You guys aren't exactly great at rolling out the welcome mat for outsiders.
Was to be its own city where suits would burn their eddies. A closed circle. The cops feed the sheep, they spit the cash back out. All the toys here are grown from Corpo cash. Our interest is now in the GIM, the Grand Imperial Mall. Pacifica's biggest, ugliest temple to breed, but never finished. Until last week, it was deserted, empty.
But now?
The animals crawled there, made a nest. Ok, mwen pal vini, Peter.
My child. Ooh. For you. You didn't have to. Others have it worse. Maybe, but this is yours. Won't take no for an answer. Thank you.
Let's go. Not foul now.
Placide, do you have a minute? Not today. But you said later, Emily.
You deal with animal before?
Yeah, a few times. You want the animals out of the gym? Extinct? That why you hired me?
You learn everything soon.
Hello, sir.
I mean, it makes no sense them being here. Middle of Pacifica, no backup, cut off. It's your turf. Hell, even badges don't patrol around here.
Uh-huh.
They trying to provoke you? Make you do something stupid?
They do not leave GIM.
How many we talking about in there?
30, maybe more. Vinina, we talk here. You sit.
When do I see Brigitte?
You do job. That is first.
Whoa, what the hell are you doing?
Well, at least he's not likely to talk your ears bloody.
Evelyn Parker. Ring a bell?
Not one of us.
She did work for you once. Why not send your own goons to the gym?
This not our way.
How's that been working out for you?
Work good. Good more than bad. Your comb shaman, it is Victor.
You two know each other?
No, no need. This hardware is shit. You should replace.
Oh, so now you're a Ripper Doc too. Is that at all relevant? Or just a cheap scare tactic?
I need you to be able. I need know. This chip. It have no signature. What is it? Well.
I don't want to be suspicious here. I want to be very direct.
Nah, unimportant. Busted anyway.
How?
Got a bullet to the brain. Hasn't worked since. That's how.
You
know, you haven't asked about my experience. What I can do.
We are not cop. Do not offer career. You do for us only one simple thing.
Once inside, what do I do?
The camionet. 20:35:07. 3 seconds before, poof. We try to learn where the camionet come from.
Van's definitely a custom job.
I see you not know also.
Hey, just trying to piece the facts together. You record all this on your own?
Local cam signals, corp sats, we capture to all.
But from inside the gym, squat, right?
So I find it, I've been trying to pick up a pattern of when Johnny shows up, just to like see if there's any motivations that may be present for him. As soon as I jacked in, he shows up. Like, Johnny seems to be invested anytime he perceives that there's a threat to me. Like, I do think that there is some part of Johnny, other than the fact that he's invested in me staying alive so that he has a body to be alive in as well. I think there is some sense of protectiveness that he has, and he is consistent. So I almost look at him as like showing up as a sign of like, hey, I'm still here, and if you need to be grounded in the fact that I'm here so that you just kind of feel a passive sense that I've got your back, it's like his passive way of taking care of us when he perceives like danger and uncertainty. Because he shows up at the times where there's like some emotional intensity involved. This guy is probably by design very difficult to read. He seems to be like very reserved, down to business, jacks me in, is just kind of doing analytics on me, and doesn't really seem invested in what my motivations are. And I don't know that there's really any way to crack that other than to like show up and do my job. And I'm trying to be as non-aggressive as possible while also showing that I'm not really somebody to be completely messed with. And yes, Vic, it's different for different people, but I would say that games making, we all are inherently empathic. So if we see humans, we tend to kind of act in line with our general moral code. So, all right, let's keep going here.
Tech looks pretty advanced. Doesn't scream meathead to me.
They watch it very close. It is important, whatever it
Placide.
is.
Batman Kelly a descend encore.
Ferme porte là.
Time for a break? Think you might be needed.
They will manage fine. You focus.
Animals aren't the play here, are they? They're hired muscle. Someone else needed them. Someone with a van full of Netrunner tech. And that's where I come in? To sniff out who?
Start with the community. Hide from all eyes. Only see the situation. You have now seen with Rezo Assembly.
Why? What for?
You are my vessel now. To Agua, I see what you see. Hear what you hear. I will guide you to Jihim.
Another voice in your head. Just what the Ripper Doc ordered.
We know who the runner inside is? What he wants?
This I hope you tell me.
So, aim to keep an eye on me. Shows trust. All right. Anything else I should know?
Find our people near Mall. They will show you how to get inside the beast.
So this brings up a conversation about micromanagement and trust. It's a very delicate balance. Because on one hand, you do need to have evidence that people are trustworthy if you don't know them. Because trust is something that's built. I don't think many people unconditionally trust new folks, especially in a world like this. But if you overly manage somebody, you actually have diminishing returns, even to the point of loss of trust. Because at some point, you have to allow people to use their autonomy to show that they're trustworthy instead of being coerced into it. And I look at this exercise between me and Placide as basically like a parent taking the doors off of their teenager's room, where I am being excessively micromanaged to a point where it's difficult for me to trust him because he's not showing that he trusts me. He has every right to have some skepticism, but that should come out through like communication rather than bulldozing his way into stripping my autonomy, because it also makes me not necessarily trust him. Right? We need a mutual sense of autonomy and a sense that we're on the same page, and we can do that without having him be completely integrated into me. So if you're trying to build trust with people, you do have to couple that with a heightened distress tolerance for the anxiety associated with the uncertainty that comes along with trusting people, and giving them an opportunity to come through and show that they're trustworthy. Too many people jump to micromanagement and hyper control, thinking that that's going to help them build trust, when in reality it does not. I don't really care about the money.
Got it. So I do this, and you put me in front of Brigitte, right?
Yes. Suti at end of the hall. Go down. My people will let you pass. We are done.
Brigitte even know we're supposed to meet? Or did you cook this deal up all by yourself?
You speak with Chefin when time is right.
You're none too fond of strangers here, are you?
People like you stick out.
Meaning, I best watch it?
Mm-hmm. Wise.
I just don't know enough about their motivations right now. This is pretty trippy. Like, there's a hell of a lot of uncertainty on my end as well. They're certainly asking a lot of me. Even though he can see and hear what V does, would he not see Johnny because he's kind of an internal thing rather than external stimuli? I have no idea, Floaty. I honestly have no idea. It's an interesting question, but I don't get a sense that he saw Johnny because I'm pretty sure he would have said something about it.
Hey.
All ears. What?
I check stability. The link on your end clear?
Mm-hmm. Seems so.
Meet with Placide's people. I can do that.
Ah, shit!
Why is my relic going haywire here? Johnny, what's going on, bud? I have not, Avery. All right.
They are my people. Talk with them.
Yes, sir.
UV.
Know the way in? Who's told you would?
Yeah, garage in the back. But shh, quietly, yeah?
Anything interesting happen over there?
Since we are here, all quiet.
No one in? No one out?
Well, they went out for supplies once.
I appreciate the information, but no spoilers, Avery. I did not know that. Let me figure stuff out on my own, friends.
Get to work.
Oh, this is gonna be really intense. A derelict mall. Very little
you, but I'm all jittery and shit. Everything pisses me off. So being an asshole piece of fucking shit.
Oh boy.
Got 2 of them, just sitting there. And nothing, just sitting there looking.
Holy shit.
They're gonna be looking for a long fucking while then.
Oh, lordy. Nice and easy.
Something's not going right with the big guy up top.
Okay, I'm in.
I see. The camionette. Check it.
Right.
Find the van in the lobby. Oh shit. Oh my god. Maybe I should knock this guy out.
Head down. Hide away from them. Camera and corridor. Avoid it.
It even work. Said this place is abandoned years ago.
Now it is not. Animals fix their eyes.
Oh boy.
Wait, who is that?
Who you think? The runner we won't try to invade you. With the extra eyes we give you, it is fine for now.
So, he knows I'm here.
So there's a netrunner trying to hack me right now? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh man. This is so intense.
Look, you can always land one like this. Don't work with the new ones, though. These ones got emotions. Only reacts when you move. New models got muscle memory sims. React to your intention, not your move. Meaning what? The new ones know what I'm gonna do before I do it? And this one I can just pound into the ground. Yep. Exactly. Yep, movie theater covered. Main entrance.
Oh my god.
Yes, I'm sure. Set up the motherfucking gun myself.
Ooh boy. This is gonna really suck if I get caught. my god. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Better there than here. Nah, no. Yeah, right. But maybe we could. Yeah, fuck it. All right. Fine. Let's do this. Are you scared? You? One-on-one with Squatch? Fuck yeah. Just pop that injector.
Okay, van's in sight.
Gotta be a way. I need that guy to turn around. Because I really don't think I can sneak around him. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is not good. Okay, that guy's upstairs. Okay, we can do this. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
While I got you here, mind telling me what we're looking at?
Data flow map of Pacifica. They hunt Agwe.
Who is they?
Netwatch. They always out to fuck us.
What are they looking for exactly?
Internal data forts. If they crush our eyes, they take Agwe and the entire net. They return to the dark time of Port Moss.
How bad's it look?
I do not know how much data they pull, but their map is not complete. They still not have source validation.
Okay, so what's on me to do?
You must reach the agent. Easy now to find him. Look at the map. He is in cinema.
Step away now. This isn't your fight.
Mad.
What? Placide, what?
God, pushed out. The runner know you are here. Hunt him.
Can't just scorch him via the net? He's gotta be jacked into the van.
I cannot piece his protection. You must find him. Face him.
I'd rather not pick a fight with the Watch if I don't have to.
You will not. I will. You are only the messenger. He is the heart. You must rip him out.
Oh my god. Hey William,
tries to cut you off.
I wouldn't say I have a read on him yet.
Pass through elevator shaft to reach
We just met him.
Left side. You will stay unseen.
Guys are on high alert. Just gotta be chill.
Come on! Let's see that ugly face of yours!
What the?
Alright, getting ready to move.
Yeah, I got you now, worm.
How do I get up there?
Think that was just me.
This is a safe space. Trust me.
Oh, shit. How the hell? Okay. Nice and easy. Guys are on high alert.
Show yourself if you got the balls.
Oh my god. Yep, go that way. Nice and easy, V. Nice and easy. This is crazy while being like actively hacked by a netrunner.
Eyes open now.
What's going on?
You have company soon. Scan her right away.
That bad, huh?
She must have a weak spot.
Deal with Sasquatch. God. Guessing that's Sasquatch. Matilda K. Rose. Am I gonna have to shoot? I'm guessing I'm gonna have to shoot. This is wide open. Guys, I don't know that there's gonna be any sneaking here. Gotta be patient. Just be patient. Just be patient. I can go up there. Come on. Come on. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move.
Come at me! Bring it!
Shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. I gotta shoot her in the back, I think. Maybe not. All right, think, Ryan. Think. Holy shit.
She's had enough.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Damn. All right, find the agent at the cinema. So far, so good. This has been okay. Holy shit. I'm glad we snuck up on her and pulled that thing out of her bag.
Access to their data. Clear? You must first.
Placide?
Hey, Arthur! How are you? Aw. John Marston, Hosea. The boys are back at it. Revenge is a fool's game, fellas. Don't forget that, alright? You'll notice how none of them are looking back.
Whoa, hey, easy.
What did you do?
Well, now we can talk in private.
Just severed the connection to the rest of Pacifica. Gives us a little time. Let's go. Any deal has to come quick.
Just a second ago, you tried to flatline me. And now you want to talk?
Flatline? No, just discouraged. But it looks like I underestimated you.
I didn't come all this way to talk.
Had a specter on you, didn't you? Saw and heard all you did. You followed his orders. No idea what the Voodoo Boys are paying you, but our pockets are deeper.
You trying to buy me out?
Not at all. Consider it a counteroffer. Don't gamble your life on the boys. They aren't exactly known for their professional integrity. They've been in Night City, what, 50 years? Yet still, they cling to a tribal mentality. Their distrust of outsiders, legendary.
Not interested. Not a money job for me. Just need an in with Mama Brigitte. Voodoo chefing.
Brigitte and her lapdog T. Neptune have been frozen several days now, ever since we shrouded their subnet with ice.
And you? Well, you were sent here to free them. Do you know why they didn't tell you everything? 'Cause you're a Ranyan. That's what they call outsiders brought in for special jobs, floor rags. When you're no longer needed, they chuck you. A fate for all Ranians.
Oh, this is so interesting because this is a door number 1, door number 2 situation. We are loyal to the initial folks because that's who we started with. There's a cost sunk already. So this guy comes back. He says, do you want to keep what's behind door number? You want to keep what's in your hand, or do you want to see what's behind door number 2? Is basically the tactic that he's taking here. I have no idea what this guy's agenda is. I don't know whether I can trust him. I have less information with him than I do with the other guys. And he's basically taking power by suggesting that he knows more than I do. And this is tricky because I have to work with known quantities here. I know that the actual math of it is that you're technically supposed to take what's behind the other door because of the odds when they open one of the other ones, but we don't have another one that's open, so that's irrelevant here. We have to work with known quantities. I know that the Voodoo guys, I know that they have the information that I need. I don't know what this guy has to offer. So unless he can immediately appeal to me and tell me that he knows something about what I'm looking for, I have to stick with my original convictions here.
You have Brigitte? And how'd you manage that?
When we took the mall, we knew the VDBs had SIM runners. T-Neptune breached first, to see what was going on. When we iced him, Brigitte dove in after him, used him to shield herself. Tough cookie, that one, but still finds herself stuck.
Got anything to back that claim? That the Voodoos want to set me up?
Wanna. They did it already. Soon as you handed over your link, slipped in the Spectre and a virus.
Talking as if he was there. He's working you. So obvious it hurts.
Ask for proof. Besides, I'd know.
That's so? Then please take a look. Run a system diagnostic.
Oh, this is so tricky because if I run the diagnostic, do I open myself up? Oh my God. Oh my God. This is a crazy decision because, like, you basically have to decide, do I trust what this guy has to say, or is he using this as an opportunity to speak confidently and get me to take my defenses down? Because I don't know what happens if I run a diagnostic.
Digits flipping fast on the clock.
Fine. And? Nothing out of place. No trace of...
Do it again. Then cross-check the result against the first.
Identical, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's not a real scan, it's a copy.
What's your beef with the Voodoos?
Any idea how many attacks from behind the Black Wall we neutralized last year?
Want me to guess?
So you don't know? No one in Night City knows, outside of us. And no one wants to know. People imagine it as a great border wall, a one-time solution to protect humanity forever. Whereas, it's more like a torn-open trash bag taped over a busted window. And the Voodoo Boys will not stop poking holes in the fucking thing.
Alright, you're gonna need to give me information now.
Brigitte and the other one, Neptune. What's their condition?
Tags are active, so the VDBs must be keeping them alive from their side.
But they can't sustain that.
They cannot, which in turn makes Brigitte and T less useful to us. Tried using their interface to breach the Voodoo subnet, but Brigitte proved stubborn. She managed to take some bites out of our systems before we secured her.
Little taste of your own medicine? The data collection. Why would you target Pacifica's runners?
That's the job.
This is about Rezo Agua, isn't it? Can't have an indie net where you aren't welcome to protect and serve, huh?
No such thing as an independent net. If the Voodoo Boys breach the Black Wall, we'll all be fucked one way or the other.
All right. What are you offering?
A compromise. I'll fish the Voodoo virus out of your system. And I'll release both Brigitte and T Neptune. They'll wake up like nothing ever happened. Not to worry.
What's the catch?
And all you gotta do is let us walk. With our data. Thoughts? Clock's flipping digits.
That's a pretty good deal. I don't have a lot of investment. Like, if this dude can wipe this shit and give me the people I need, I mean, either way, I'm going to have people pissed at me. But I mean, I really got to think about this because I could incapacitate him. If I incapacitate him, I don't know what's going to happen in terms of, like, who he works for coming at us. Like, it seems like I'm going to screw over people either way. He's telling me I got a virus that I could fish out, and he's correct. He dumps that. He gives me T Neptune, and he gives me Brigitte. I have to hope to God that they're the ones that have the right information. That is not a bad offer. And I am actually inclined to take it. Because I have no reason to trust the other guys, too. I'm just another pawn in their scheme. So if he knows, like, right, the known quantities have shifted. As far as I can tell. I mean, this guy could be completely full of shit and screwing me over, but now he's starting to tell me the stuff I need to hear.
Last chance.
Okay, do it.
Decide now. I knew we'd have a meeting of the minds.
Can't believe you're falling for this shit.
Johnny's not into it. That's interesting.
Oh, almost forgot. Mercenary's leaving. He's joined the team, so be nice. Don't want any problems. Good luck. Got a feeling we'll be seeing each other.
Johnny's a hard one for me to take into consideration here.
What the fuck, V? You are off net. I lose your eyes.
Brigitte and the other guy, are they back?
Who told? Yes, Mama B is awake.
Perfect, because I gotta talk to her.
And what of Netwatch?
Taken care of.
Look for my people out front.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is not good. Oh man.
He's letting him go? Better have a quick fucking change of heart.
Don't worry about me, fellas. Don't worry about me. I'm getting out of here as fast as I can. Oh my god. Oh man. Here's the other thing. Is Placide took my jack without my consent and just yanked it in. The Netrunner guy talked me through it. I mean, maybe that guy's smarter, but I will say that, like, Placide did not do himself any favors by just jacking me in that easily like that.
Everything you want underwater.
Oh boy.
We are to take you to Placide.
Alright, we'll be cool.
Let's go.
Alright, play it cool. Get ready to stay in control.
What the fuck you doing the GIM? You were to hack the agent, not cut deal with him. You tell me, Rania. You say what happened. You say, or I open you, see with my own eye what worm crawling the door.
Listen, I didn't turn coat, didn't pick a side. We made a deal is all. Did what you wanted, except instead of getting my circuits acid fried, I'm still breathing. That's so damn wrong.
Bata is stupid. Think you more clever than that pig? He bend you over, poke you, and you come back smiling.
I say, we must head under. I do not know what Netwatch plans, but they are not done.
You worried about agents? Then shoot him in the head. I do not know what they put in him. What corruption is in his system.
You don't know what is...
Okay, so maybe this is me being skeptical, but we had a similar conversation about this back in Red Dead. Projection is a very powerful tool that if you can locate, you get insight into people. He doesn't know exactly what happened because the Netrunner took him offline while we had that conversation. So one of two things is the proper explanation for this. Either one, when I came back online, he was able to run some sort of diagnostic that told him that some stuff had changed that reflected that the Netrunner must have done something to me. Or he's projecting because that's what he did. He loaded something into my system, therefore he sees that as an option, therefore he assumes that that must have been what the other person did to take control of me. I don't know it to be true, but it's a very interesting bit of information there that he says he must have hacked into him and who knows what he screwed with. Suggests to me that he knows that screwing with me is an option, which is potentially something that he did. It just has me on alert. Okay? I don't know who to believe, so you got to read between the lines on what people say, not just to you directly, but to other people.
In there to begin with, how much it is worth.
I know. I stand him. Only a normal filthy random.
Allez,
We'll take the others to the crypt.
Come with me.
You must be Brigitte. Hard woman to find.
You have something for me.
You know about the biochip, don't you?
If it is functional, we offer you good price for it.
That why you're talking to me now? Because you know I got the biochip? Not because I saved your frozen ass? If I was any ordinary Ranyan, you'd have dealt with me already.
Placide saw in you common trash from the streets. This is why he chose you. But you knew about the chip, and still put yourself in danger in the gym.
Just like you. Only I came out of there on my own. Biochip's not for sale. Plus, do you no good to take it by force. It's in shitty shape already. Haven't found a single soul capable of getting this thing out of me without scrambling my brain.
No, Johnny.
You commissioned the heist, so I figured you must know something. You've gotta.
How do you know all this? How did you find us?
Evelyn Parker. Name ring a bell?
Ah, the doll, the whore. You found us because she led you to us. She has proved not completely useless after all.
Listen, can you help me or not?
Yes, of course, but not here. We will go to the crypt, where you must give us access to the chip. Once we have the data we need, we will do our best to help you.
Don't think I'm that desperate yet.
You said no other could help you.
Maybe I got other options I don't know about yet.
I hope you return before your time runs out.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm ready to do that. It actually worked. Working with the Voodoo Boys. Brigitte, it leads us straight to alt. Looks like your troubles are over, kid. Fixing your head is going to be a walk in the park for the alt. That I guarantee. You just do what Brigitte says for now. I'll handle the rest. Nope. Nope. I need to see my other options. I'm not about to just willy-nilly walk down there. It was also very interesting that she said that Evelyn was useful to bring us to her. We got to learn more. We got to learn more. I don't know enough about these people to trust them. I need more context. I need to know their agenda. I need to know what they need. I need Johnny to talk to me about what's going on. We're going to explore the other options first before we do anything with Brigitte. No. Especially because Johnny's suggested that there may be other options, and so did Takemura. VOD watchers, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode. I hope episode 9 was enjoyable for you. I have appreciated that you've made it all the way this far through the playthrough. I hope you will continue to watch into part 10, which should be releasing shortly. Again, make sure to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the stream. Leave me a comment if there's something that you would like to share about your experience of the episode. Just please don't spoil anything for me. And yeah, again, if you want to support the stream financially, you can purchase some cool merch at drmickmerch.com, which includes 2 music albums that are stream safe and DMCA free, written by yours truly, and some really cool merchandise in the form of apparel and masks and drinkware, stuff like that. Or you can become a member by hitting the join button. It gives you access to emotes, or follow me on socials, all that fun stuff. I appreciate all the support. The stream will always be free. Those of you that do spend some hard-earned money here, please know that your generosity is not lost on me. I'll be back with part 10, hopefully very soon. Check out some of my other videos in the meantime, and I hope you have a good one. Catch you on part 10. Adios.